Hi, I'm Andrew, and I care for my mother who's been living with dementia. On this channel, I share my caregiving journey, the lessons, the love, and the faith that carries me through. Let us encourage and support each other as we journey together. Hello to all my YouTube family and friends. Welcome back to the series on my caregiving channel. This is episode 3 of our 4 or maybe 5-part series. And if you're joining me today for the very first time, a warm welcome. We've been walking through what happens when a routine doctor's visit turns into an unexpected hospital stay, and how we navigate those moments as caregivers. In the last episode, we talked about what we begin to learn and how we start adjusting what we learn in real time. But today, I want to sit in something many of us don't talk about enough. What it actually feels like to stay. What it feels like to be in the hospital, not visiting, but remaining with your loved one. Because once the decision is made that your loved one is not going home, everything changes, everything just shifts. Time feels different. You're no longer moving through your day as usual. You're sitting inside a moment that hasn't finished yet. And really, no one can tell you quite when it will finish. So you wait. You watch the various monitors. You listen for footsteps in the hallway. You look up every time the door opens, and hoping that a positive update is coming our way. And even when nothing is happening, everything seems or feels like something big. Your mind doesn't fully settle because part of you is resting, but another part of you is on high alert. No matter what you tell yourself to calm down, you're here listening, anticipating, trying to stay ready just in case. And that kind of waiting is exhausting in a different way. It doesn't feel physically exhausting at first, but mentally and emotionally, it's exhausting. Because we are used to doing something when things feel uncertain. We reach, we respond, and we try to move things forward. But here in the hospital, there's nothing to fix really, nothing to push along, but just moments that we have to sit through. And if we are honest to ourselves, that wait can make us very uncomfortable. Because we want to help really. We want to do something that makes a difference right now at this appointed time. But in the space in the hospital room, Our presence is really the assignment, not our ability to solve anything, not our ability to manage, just being there. And that requires a different kind of strength. It does. A quieter strength. The kind that does not rush the moment, but stays anyway. Even when our thoughts are racing away, even when we're tired, even when we don't have the answers, and in those quiet moments, something else is happening. We begin to face what we don't control, and that can bring up a lot. It can bring up questions, concerns. Sometimes it even makes us fearful. We start wondering, our minds start galloping all about, wondering, what does this mean? What does that mean? What the conversations that are being had around us mean? What happens next? And we don't always say it out loud, but we feel it. And this is where our faith becomes very real. Not as something we say, but as something we lean on. Because in that hospital room, we don't have any answers. We don't have no answers. But we are reminded we are not sitting there alone. God is present in that space with us, in the waiting, in the silence, in the moments when we don't even have the words to pray. And sometimes that's where the deepest connection happens. Yes, not in the noise, but in the stillness of the moment,
where all we can do is sit
and trust. And little by little, we begin to settle. We deep breathe. We take control of ourselves, not because everything is resolved, but because we are being held in the middle of it. So if you have ever found yourself in that space, sitting in a hospital room, watching, waiting, wondering, please know this: what you're doing matters. Your presence matters. Even when it feels like you're not doing enough, you are. Because sometimes the greatest care we can give is simply not leaving, just staying. In the next episode, we're going to talk about what happens when it's time to move forward. Whether that means going home, making more decisions, or adjusting to what comes next. Before we go, let me encourage you to love upon your loved ones right now in a way that they can appreciate your love. Do it today. See you next week. Same place, same time. walk good. Goodbye.